By tigers? Are you wowed by whales? Are you crazy about crocodiles? Well, here's a guy who's zany about zebras, our wild guest master, Neil Crone.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Hello, gazelles. Hello, my friends, the giraffes. Hi, everybody at home. Welcome again to Wild Guest. We're very glad you could make it with us today because it's going to be very exciting. Gathered around me here are groups of some of the foremost animal scholars that we could possibly find, and it's a good thing, too, because you're going to be faced with all kinds of questions. In my hand here are dozens and dozens of questions on just about every animal under the sun. Now, luckily, due to my years in the bush, I know a lot about animals, and I can give you the answers. And I also have them written on the card, so that helps as well. Okay, so we're going to have a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us. So let's meet our two teams today. We have the gazelles and the giraffes. Yay! Yay. Terrific. Two great teams. And the team tamer, the leader of the gazelles, is somebody who wears real tiger pajamas to bed. Linda Verry. Hi, Lynn. How are you?
I'm very well. We're going to try and be very elegant and smart today. I have two fabulous teammates.
You sure do.
Vanessa and Elliot. I'll tell you a little bit about Vanessa. She loves to act in plays, and she's also a very good dancer, jazz and modern dancing. Mm-hmm. And you have how many animals?
2 cats, 2 hamsters, and a fish.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
And Elliot, he likes biking. He likes to build forts with sticks and do creative things like that. And you have some animals, don't you, as well, Elliot?
Yes, I have 2 cats and a dog.
We've got a handful here.
You've got a whole kennel over there. My goodness. Okay. Good luck to you, gazelles, because you're facing off against the very tall and very smart giraffes, led by somebody who once went on a dessert safari, Mairlyn Smith. Hi, Mairlyn.
Oh, how true that is. How true that is.
Who do you have with you today?
I have with us today, I have Alex and I have Lisa. Alex is 10 years old. He likes collecting things. He's a great outdoorsman. And Alex, you belong to a snow ski team. Want to tell us about it?
Yeah, my team came 3rd in the province, and we won medal, 3rd place.
Outstanding, terrific.
Outstanding, I know. Yeah. And Lisa, she's 9, and she likes swimming and collecting souvenir dolls. And what do you want to be when you grow up, Lisa?
I'd like to be a stockbroker.
Why?
Is that right?
Well, because my dad's told me a lot of things about it.
So I'm going to hang around with her after the game, get some tips, and
I think
we'll
I'll join
see
you
later.
Yeah, okay. Listen, welcome, guys. Welcome both teams, and welcome studio audience. Hello, everybody.
Yay.
How are you? Glad to have you along. Well, let's plunge into the unknown and see how we play Wild Guess. Come on over here to the big board. Here we go.
Okay, Neil.
Okay, now, the way we play Wild Guess is really very simple. There are 6 categories of questions: living proof, triviology, creature feature, call of the wild, monkey business, and catnips. Alrighty, now, the first question in each round is worth 30 points. Now, if for some reason you get that incorrect, you will hear this sound. Ooh, and that tells you everything, okay? Now, don't despair, because you have a chance to take a
wild guess!
Absolutely, and that's worth 20 points to you. And if you get a right answer, you will hear this sound. Isn't that much nicer?
Yes.
Okay, so strive for that sound. Now, if for some reason you hear the buzzer and you don't get that wild guess right, your opponents get a chance to answer the question for 10 points. So use your wild guess very wisely, teams, okay? Now, the scoring changes a little bit for catnips. It's sort of our option round where we use the red buzzers on the desk there. And that's a 1 question for both teams. It's a very fast-paced bit of action, and more on that a little later on in the program, okay? Now, just to help you get to know each other and to act accordingly, here's a description about the kind of animals that you are, alrighty? Gazelles, you are part of the Antilopinae family, found across Africa and Asia, divided into 6 subgroups. The damask gazelles live in northern Africa and parts of the Sahara in very small groups. Amazingly, they never have to take a drink. They get their moisture from the vegetation they find. They are a protected group of animals and are no longer in danger. Thank goodness for that. Okay. And your opponents, the giraffes, you've been in existence for millions of years, apparently. The most common species of giraffe is called the okapi. Scientists think of the okapi as a living fossil because it has remained the same for over 20 million years. Now, during courtship, the female invites the male with gurgling and coughing sounds. That always does it for me. And after the birth of the baby giraffe, it is often left alone amongst sheltered vegetation and sees its mother only when it suckles. Okay, well, let's get things rolling then, gazelles and giraffes, and jump into living proof. Our first question is for the gazelles. Here we go. Alrighty. You're going to see 4 animals in action. I want you to pick out the odd man out, all right? The one that doesn't belong for some reason. 3 of these 4 tree squirrels are most active during the day. Which one is most active at night? Please watch your monitors now. Is it the red squirrel? Is it the northern flying squirrel? Big eyes on him. Is it the gray squirrel? I think we've all seen those. Or is it the albino gray squirrel? Beautiful little creature. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which one is most active at night?
I don't know. We're going to get pretty squirrely with this question.
For 30 points and a chance to be the first on the board.
They're going with number 3, Neil.
The gray squirrel? Oh, you get the buzzer from Mary. That's trouble for you, unless you want to take that wild guess.
Do you want to go for the wild guess?
Okay. You're going to do it. Okay, good luck to you, gazelles.
Go ahead.
Let's see if you can leap into the lead.
Just put it down. They're going with number 1, Neil.
The red squirrel. Oh, trouble. The first round for the gazelles. That means the giraffes get a chance for 10 points.
They've been mumbling about it, and they think it's number 2, the northern flying squirrel.
And the bell means yes. Correct. Good answer, giraffes. Except during cold, wet, or windy weather, flying squirrels are most active during the night. Their eyes are much larger than those of most squirrels, and this allows them to see in the dark, so they don't go crashing into poles as they're flying along. Okay. Our living proof question number 2 now goes over to the giraffes. Your chance for even more points here. 3 of these 4 whales generally feed on small fish, crustaceans, and tiny shrimp-like creatures known as krill. The other whale is voracious and will, if hungry, attack the other 3. Which whale is the most dangerous of the 4? Please watch your monitors now. Is it the narwhal, that long, pointy snout? Is it the orca? Is it the humpback whale? Or is it, number 4, the fin whale? Which whale is the most dangerous of those 4? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
He said it's number 2, it's the orca whale.
And you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. Good answer. The giraffes are very sharp. Yeah, the orcas often hunt in packs of 40 individuals and have been known to attack even blue whales, which can grow to a length of 31 meters or 100 feet. So when you're out in your dinghy, be careful of orcas. They're also known as killer whales, as you can see on the monitor. Okay, let's go over to the Triviology department now, and this one is for the gazelles. Okay, gazelles, so listen up, get your horns nice and sharp, and watch your monitors, please. You are looking at a grizzly bear. Now, living in the wild, how many years do you think a grizzly bear can live? Do you think it would be 10 years, 67 years, 34 years, or 21 years? Difficult question for the gazelle.
How many grizzlies do you know, Neil?
That's right.
Okay, they're thinking about number 2.
Oh, they thought they were pretty sure there, and I didn't know myself, but 67 is incorrect, unfortunately. You had the wild guess.
Okay, they're going to go for it.
This will put you on the board, hopefully.
Okay, they're just in heated discussion here. Okay, you have to go. They're going with number 3.
And you're right. Well done, gazelles. Good for you. Yeah, the oldest authenticated grizzly bear lived to the ripe old age of 34 years.
Ooh, wow.
Yes, indeed. You can see our friend there. And he owes it all to good living, I guess. Curling up in front of the fire. 34-year-old grizzly. Alrighty. Mairlyn, the team tamer for our friends, the giraffes, has a message for us right now.
I have a question for the studio audience. Listen up. Is it true or false that a camel stores water in its humps? Think about it. We'll be right back.
Wild guess! Our wild guess winners and team runners-up will each receive family passes to African Lion Safari.
Thrill to the animal shows and safari through the exciting world of African wildlife.
And family passes to Marineland Niagara Falls, where you will find a world of fun and entertainment, world famous for spectacular marine shows featuring killer whales, dolphins, and sea lions.
In addition, our 2 team winners will each receive a set of hit sticks, a new electronic drum system that allows you to play them in the air.
And Pictionary, charades with a difference. Guess words from another player's wild sketches to play this fun, fast game for 3 or more players.
Our winners will also receive a limited edition VHS home video cassette of Baby Animals, an award-winning hour-long special by Keg Productions.
The team players with the highest overall score at the end of our 26-week series will each receive a 1-week family vacation at Stanton House on beautiful Sparrow Lake, one of Canada's finest resorts, a vacation the entire family will enjoy.
Yes!
Okay, hi, Mairlyn. What is it? Camels and they have the hump and,
And
they
the
store?
water thing. Audience, what do you think? It's true or false? I got you. It's false. Camels store fat in their humps, which can be converted to metabolic water when water is scarce. So it's not water until the water is scarce. It's fat.
Fat.
Back to you, Neil.
I wonder if young camels store junk food in their humps. Okay, it's now back to my special and favorite time of the show. It is the Wild Guess Limerick time, already? Okay, this one is for the gazelles and giraffes, all right? Tailor-made. The elegant, stiff-necked giraffe strutted proudly in his expensive new hat. The passing gazelle just stopped and fell and chuckled, "You fashion giraffes make me laugh." It is to laugh, it is indeed. Why don't we meet our giraffe friends over here? Hi, folks, how are you? Alex and Lisa, yes?
Yeah.
Great. Now, Alex, you're kind of an outdoorsy guy, aren't you? You do a lot of canoeing?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, do you go by yourself or do you go with your
no,
friends?
it's usually I go on trips with at least 3 other people in the canoe, 2 other people.
Yeah, is that a little more safe that way, is it?
Well, yeah, mostly we go with 2 other people, but when we were canoeing this summer, we were going in shallow water. We were along a sandbar, and sometimes we had to go out and push the canoe. And once one guy was sitting on the back, and he was supposed to be steering, and we were paddling along, and the canoe jolted, and he fell off, and he landed in the water, and and he started running after us.
There is safety in numbers, though. Good. Okay. Well, welcome to the show, Alice. Good to have you along.
Thanks.
And your teammate is Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
And you have a very interesting souvenir doll collection, I understand.
Yes, whenever I go to different countries, I go to the souvenir shops and I buy a doll.
Oh, terrific. Do you have a whole bunch of them?
Yes, I'm collecting. I've been collecting them for quite a while.
Great. Well, I hope your collection grows for you then. I hope the score grows, too. Because right now you guys are leading 40-20. It's a great game. And this next question is for you. It's a creature feature, okay? So here we go.
We're
Over to
ready,
the board again. All righty. Now then, in the creature feature, this is what we do. I'm going to read several clues about a certain animal to you, and then I want you, from those clues, to pick them out of a list of 4. Okay? So listen up. One of these birds is the largest member of the owl family found in North America. This owl usually nests in abandoned nests of hawks and crows as far north as the Yukon. Which of these owls am I talking about? Am I talking about the great gray owl, the hawk owl, the eastern screech owl, or the northern owl? What do you think, giraffes? For 30 points.
Giraffes, Alex and Lisa are
Our
busy
creature feature number 1.
contemplating. They think it's number 1, the great gray owl.
You're right on top of things, giraffes. Congratulations. Yes, indeed. Yeah, great gray owls often hunt meadow mice in open fields using fence posts or low trees as lookouts. There's a great gray owl there. Wow, talk about a piercing gaze. They are the largest owl found in North America. Beautiful bird. Okay, 70-20 now the score. The next creature feature is for you guys, gazelles, so listen up. One of the following animals lives longer than any other animal. It weighs up to 135 kilograms, or 300 pounds, and is a vegetarian. Which of these animals am I describing? Am I talking about the elephant, the mamba snake, the three-toed sloth, or the giant tortoise? What do you think? Boy, they were very quick on the draw there. Number 1 is, that was a good guess, so I would have thought that would have been the right answer. But you have your wild guess option. You're going to use it.
Guess? Should we go for it? They're going to go for it. They're brave. They're going to go for it.
Wise
Okay,
choice.
make your decision. Okay, that's fine.
Is there much
They're going with
consultation?
number 2, Neil.
Oh, I'm afraid the mamba snake is also incorrect,
Ooh,
gazelles.
we got a chance. We got a chance here.
So the giraffes can take advantage of that now for
There-
10
there's-
points, moving their lead up to 80 possibly.
Alex and Lisa are busy. Okay, they're going with number 3, the three-toed sloth.
Oh, nobody picked up on this one. The real answer is, in fact, the giant tortoise. Yes, indeed. The bishops of Peterborough, England, had a pet tortoise said to have lived 220 years. Can you imagine that? It says the longest authenticated age for a tortoise to stay on Earth is 152 years. Okay, that's a very, very old creature. You can see him there with his big, stiff neck. Okay, now it's time for Triviology number 2. We're going back over to the giraffes. It's your chance for some Triviology, so please watch your monitors right now. You are looking at 2 bull moose. Only the male moose has antlers, and these are shed once a year. In which of the following months do you think the moose is most likely to lose his antlers? Would they fall off in August, May, March, or December?
I have a vague idea,
do you think,
but I'm
Giraffe?
not sure. What is my team going with? My team is going with number 2, May. It's wrong. Do you guys
Mary
wanna
gave
go
you the
for a
buzzer there. You know
wild
what that
guess?
means. That's the wrong answer.
Yes,
So
they
it's a
do.
wild guess.
They want to go for the wild
We're
guess.
going to push ahead with it.
Okay, now
Good luck, giraffes.
Okay,
A lot of
and they're going with
consultation.
number 1, August.
That's also incorrect, so now the gazelles have a chance.
Oh, well, they think it's number 4. They're pretty sure.
And you're right, guys. Gazelles are back in the game. Yeah, moose usually lose their antlers in December, and the new antlers start to grow in April or May. And we have a little moose here for you to have a look at. There he is. Looks kind of like Bullwinkle. Oh, he's a sad moose. He has no antlers, but they will grow back. Take heart, dear moose. Let's go over now and chat with our gazelles. You just had a great answer there. The score now 30-70 for you, gazelles. How you doing right now? Good, Vanessa and Elliot. Now, Vanessa, do you have any pets?
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned you have a whole bunch of cats and birds and things. Is that right?
No birds.
No birds?
2 cats.
What are their names?
Wilbur, Jellicle, and the hamsters are Tiffany and Andrew.
Tiffany and do the hamsters and the cats get along together?
Not very well.
Not very well. No, so you keep them in separate cages, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Do you have a favorite pet?
Probably my cat Jellicle.
Yeah, she's sort of your cat.
No, he's the most fun.
Okay, great. Pets are fun to have. Hi, Elliot. How are you doing?
Fine.
Good stuff. You have any pets or anything?
Yes, I
Yeah?
have 2 cats and 1
Two
dog.
cats and a dog. And what kind of a dog do you have? Is he a blend?
It's a German Shepherd.
A German Shepherd. Big dog then. Good. Keeps the place nice and safe, does he? Okay. The score is now 30-70. Gazelles, this game can change at any time. That's what's one of the great things about Wild Guess. So hang in there because the next question is for you. And we are moving into our Call of the Wild segment. Here we go. So perk up your ears, gazelles.
Cheers out there.
Okay, now in the Call of the Wild, you're using your ears because you're going to hear the call of some mystery animal. And your job is to try and pick out the animal who calls that call. So listen to this, please. Very strange. Okay, the call that you just heard was made by a bird which is a member of the kingfisher family. Now, this bird is sometimes referred to as a laughing jackass and lives in Australia. How's that for a name? Which one of these birds made that sound? Was it the kookaburra? Was it the roadrunner? Was it the turkey vulture? Or was it the common crow?
Don't look at me, Neil. Please don't look at me.
Tough
I don't
question.
know. Okay, number 1.
Number 1 is correct. For 30 points. Yeah, the gazelles bring that score up to 60. The kookaburra is a white, brown, and black bird that stands about 42 centimeters or 17 inches tall. The bird is famous for its fiend-like laughter, and there it is. Kind of makes you feel embarrassed just listening to him, doesn't it? Kind of strange.
Kooky bird there.
Okay, let's go over to Call the Wild number 2, and that is for you, giraffes. All right, the score is now 70-60. Very close game. Listen to this, please, giraffes. Sounds like my great uncle. Okay.
Poor man.
The animal you just heard once served as an important food source for the Indians of the North American West. About 600 years ago, almost 50 million of these animals freely roamed around North America. But by 1889, only 540 were left. Am I referring to the grizzly bear, the woodland moose, the caribou, or the bison or buffalo, as it's also known?
Oh, they're having an
1, 2,
argument
3,
here,
or
actually.
4.
They're having an argument.
The giraffes,
I
a
don't know
little bit of
who's
a
gonna win.
consultation going on there. They're
Okay.
not sure.
The confrontation is going with number 4, the bison or the buffalo.
Well, they arrived at the right answer. Putting their heads together. That's the great. In fact, in 1867, Buffalo Bill Cody bragged that he had shot 4,280 bison in 18 months. Since then, thank goodness, the bison or buffalo have grown in number thanks to conservation efforts. There you are, a great big animal. Okay, now, over to Linda Verry, team tamer for the Gazelles, for a very special question.
Now, for the studio audience, I have a very chilling true or false question. The question is, an Alaskan blackfish can be frozen alive in a block of ice and revived when the ice is melted. Is it true or is it false? Be back in a second with your answer.
Why, guess.
Okay, our studio audience, and they're pretty clever. Do you think it's true or false?
True!
Well, that is absolutely false. Yes. Although this fish can survive in over half an hour in below freezing temperatures, it cannot live once the ice crystals form on the outside of its body. This myth is based on an Inuit folklore. So back to Mr. Freeze himself. Back to you, Neil.
Thank you, Linda. Okay, it's now time to jump into some monkey business. Now, the way monkey business works is just like this. You're going to be seeing some animals engaged in some pretty weird-looking activities. Now, your job is to tell me what or why the animals are doing that. Okay? So this first one is for the gazelles, all right, gazelles? So please watch your monitors. You are looking at a female harp seal, face-to-face with a baby harp seal, a common scene in harp seal families. What is the adult harp seal doing? Is she smelling? Is she warning? Is she feeding? Or is she cleaning?
I don't know, but she's doing something, Neil. They're going with number 4 already.
She was cleaning, do you think? Oh, unfortunately, you got that buzzer again.
What should we do? Should
Scary
we go for
sound, that buzzer.
They're going to go for it, Neil. They're going to go for the wild
good
guess.
luck on the wild guess for 20 points.
Okay. They're just
This game is very close. It could go either way.
Okay, they're going with number 2, Neil.
Number 2, oh, that's 2 buzzers for you as well. The answer is not warning.
Okay.
So the giraffes get a 50-50 shot.
They think it's number 3. They're feeding.
Oh, and another buzzer. I'm sorry. Yeah, the answer, in fact, was smelling. A very strange behavior, yeah. Mother harp seals and their young identify each other by smelling their noses. Very peculiar, okay? That stumped both teams, and myself, I must admit. Monkey business number 2 for the giraffes now. Alrighty, so giraffes, please watch your monitors. Here we go.
Okay, Neil.
You're looking at a group of Canada geese busily twitching and splashing in the water, having some fun. What are they doing? Would you say they're fishing? Are they bathing, greeting, or are they performing some kind of territorial gesture? Fishing, bathing, greeting, or territorial gesture? 1, 2, 3, 4.
They think they're fishing.
Oh,
They're
tough
not.
luck, giraffes.
Okay, you want to go with a wild guess?
They want to push it out of reach here with a
Okay.
20-point wild guess.
You guys discuss it? Are you just discussing?
What do you think?
They don't know. They're not really sure. You know that if they take the wild, you got to get it right.
A lot of communication going on. The giraffes are very good at talking
And they're
things
going with
over.
number 2. They're bathing.
And it paid off, yes. Correct answer. Canada geese are extremely clean birds, and they usually bathe in the afternoon when the sun, the air, and the water are at their warmest. Well done. The score now 120 to 60. Okay, let's move into our catnips category. Everybody hands by those buzzers, okay? This question is for both teams, so listen up, please. Remember, you must hear the full question before you hit your buzzer, and if you have a wrong answer, you lose 10 points.
Just go for it. Go for it.
Which of the following animals has the largest eye of any living creature? Is it the killer whale or the giant squid? Gazelles?
The giant squid.
Correct, it is the giant squid. The diameter of a giant squid's eye can measure up to 38 centimeters or 15 inches across. Well done. Okay, catnip number 2. Here we go. Which of these 2 birds is the only bird that can fly backwards? Is it the herring gull or the hummingbird? Oh, and the giraffes have first crack at it.
Hummingbird.
Correct, yes. The hummingbird derives its name from the sound it makes in flight. Now we have time for one more catnip. Okay, here we go. Listen up, please. Which of the following animals has a footprint that shows 5 toes? Is it the badger or the coyote? Well, we've got a tie. No, we don't. It goes over to the gazelles. They had first crack at it.
Badger.
Correct, yes indeed. The badger belongs to the family known as mustelids. The river otter and weasel are also members of the same family. And that's the final question of our game today. The last score, 120 for the gazelles to 150 for the giraffes. The giraffes are new champions here on Wild Guess. Congratulations to both teams. Great. Thank you, studio audience, for joining us. Thank you, everybody at home. Well done. Great game of Wild Guess.